Welcome to Yachting World's Heavy Weather Seamanship Series, produced in association with Pantaenius Yacht Insurance. If you're caught out in heavy weather and you have to make an anchorage which you don't know, it's an uncharted spot, Skip Novak's going to show you how to take soundings to find your way in safely.
It's inevitable when you go remote, whether it be the tropics or in high latitudes, at some point you're going to have to go off soundings to get protection from heavy weather when you come inshore. Now, the few things you should have to observe here when you come near the shore: you want to see the level of the tide, you want to gauge the direction of the current. Ideally, you want to go into these places in a small channel like we're going to do now. Tide against you, current against you, rising tide hopefully. Not always possible, but that's the ideal situation. Also, if you can, with the light behind you, overhead or behind you is ideal, because sometimes we're going to put a man on the bow or maybe even up the rig today as we go through this channel to have a look at the bottom. But now what we're going to do is we're going to sound the channel first with a dinghy. We're going to put the dinghy in the water, jump in there, take some soundings to check it out, see if it's possible at all, then back to the boat and take it through. Well, here we are in the dinghy, and we're going to do some soundings now through this channel. See if the boat can make it. The boat draws 3 meters. Bertie, if you just motor ahead like you are there, sort of take dead center on the two headlands there. Now I've got this gizmo here. It's an electric sounder. It's a great thing for the dinghy. And all you do, motoring along, you hold it in the water, a couple seconds, press the button, read it. Got 10 meters right now, okay? Now if you don't have a fancy thing like this, or you run out of batteries on that one, all you need is a piece of string, a weight on the end, and some knots tied in it. Very simple. You tie 1 knot for 1 meter, 2 knots for 2 meters, 3 knots for 3 meters, etc. Okay? This is my original one from 1988. Lead line before we bought that thing. And what you do, stack it all up so it pays out. You just motor ahead slowly. Swing this thing around. Cast it forward. And then you sort of drive right next to it as it hits the bottom. Okay, I think I got bottom there. Pull that up 7 meters. So far, so good. So what we're going to do, we're just going to use that same technique, using the electronic one or the lead line on a straight line towards our anchorage. And if it's clear, if we got clearance, go back to the boat and bring the boat in on that same line. Okay, we're approaching the channel that we just sounded. We're going to come in on the same line as the dinghy, but just as an added safety, we're going to put Dave up the spreaders with a life harness on, clipped in. And just in case there's any other rocks or any other dangers, he's got a good view. We've got the sun behind us, which is good. The tide, I think, is rising, and we got a bit of stream against us. So it's an absolutely ideal situation to check this place out. Okay, I think we just came over the shallowest bit. We had less than 6. Now we've got 7, 8 coming up, and I think we're down into the pool. So now we've got to find a little anchorage. And we're still on that same dinghy track coming in. And we got a little cove just ahead of us there that we sounded, and I think that's going to be okay. We're gonna go for that and drop an anchor. Well, here we are on this amazing unsounded anchorage. We came in from offshore, in here very safely. We're going to drop the anchor. We've got a record of our path coming in. We're going to write that down in my Rutter, my book that I've been keeping for 25 years, of all the places we've discovered over the years for ourselves. And you know, this is way before the guidebooks were ever written, and this is really, for me, what it's all about, coming to Tierra del Fuego.